Female influencer sues streamer Clavicular for battery, fraud, and sexual assault. An 18-year-old woman known online as the One Female Looksmaxer has filed a lawsuit against controversial streamer Braden Eric Peters, also known as Clavicular. The complaint, filed in Miami-Dade County Court, accuses Peters of battery, fraud, and sexual assault, seeking at least $50,000 in damages. The case highlights the dangerous intersection of social media influence, the unregulated looksmaxing trend, and the exploitation of young creators. The alleged exploitation and assault, according to court documents obtained by Wired, the plaintiff, Alexandra Mendoza, known as @Zaloria or Alora Ziva on Instagram, first met Peters in May 2025. At the time, Mendoza was 16 years old. Peters allegedly promised to make her the female face of looksmaxing, an online movement focused on enhancing facial features through surgery or drugs, in exchange for her creating 4 promotional videos for him. Mendoza agreed to the arrangement for a payment of $1,000. The two began communicating via text, and Peters allegedly offered to pay for an Uber to bring Mendoza to his family home in Cape Cod, Massachusetts. Upon her arrival, Mendoza alleges that Peters provided her with alcohol and engaged in sexual activity while she was knowingly intoxicated, to the point where she was unable to give consent. The lawsuit further claims that Peters sexually assaulted her again the following morning while she was sleeping. The complaint notes that Peters was aware of Mendoza's age, having referred to her as a minor in an online comment. While Florida's age of consent is 18, the state has a Romeo and Juliet law that provides exceptions for age gap relationships involving minors aged 14 to 17, provided the older partner is no more than 4 years older. However, the allegations of intoxication and assault remain central to the civil claim. Unapproved medical procedures and career sabotage months later, Mendoza and Peters allegedly crossed paths again in Miami. Peters invited her to his home to livestream, promising further help in growing her social media following. During this session, Mendoza claims Peters injected her cheeks with Aqualix, a substance used to reduce fat in areas like the chin and thighs. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration, FDA, has not approved Aqualix for use in the United States. The FDA warns that when administered by non-professionals, the substance can cause permanent scars, serious infections, skin deformities, cysts, and painful knots. Mendoza alleges that her right cheek became perforated as a result of the injection. The relationship reportedly deteriorated in early 2026 after Mendoza signed a contract to promote an online trading platform. She claims Peters launched a campaign to discredit her, allegedly out of fear that she would expose his actions, which led to her losing the sponsorship. Peters' history of controversy. This lawsuit is not the first legal trouble Clavicular has faced. In March, Peters was arrested in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, for allegedly instigating a physical fight between 2 women and live-streaming the incident on the platform Kick. Additionally, Florida state wildlife authorities are reportedly investigating him for shooting a dead alligator during a live stream. In response to the lawsuit, Peters posted on X, formerly Twitter, denying the allegations. He wrote, "The consistent theme of girls trying to use me for money is brutal for a young guy trying to navigate a complex society. Hopefully, I can find a good girl who's sick. Intent is to not to screw me over and take my money." Legal proceedings ahead. Mendoza's attorney, Andrew Moss, declined to comment on the specifics of the case, stating, she will tell her story through the legal process. He added that they look forward to hearing from Peters and his legal team. A representative for Peters did not immediately return requests for comment. The case underscores the risks faced by young influencers who pursue rapid growth through unverified industry figures, particularly in the unregulated realm of cosmetic enhancement. This lawsuit raises significant questions about accountability in the influencer economy, where promises of fame and financial gain can mask predatory behavior and dangerous medical practices. As the legal process unfolds, it may serve as a cautionary tale for those navigating the high-stakes world of online content creation.